Peter, a whirlwind week for you, thrown straight in at the deep end, obviously coming out with a special victory at Yorkshire. How are you feeling?
Yeah, a bit of a whirlwind, but feeling pretty good to start the season and the Foxes campaign with a win, and especially such an impressive win away at Yorkshire is a nice feeling.
It's always nice to hit the ground running, especially with a 100 on debut. How special was that knock for you to welcome yourself into the group?
Yeah, I mean, as a batter, you're trying to score as many runs as possible each time you go out to bat. So I think it was nicer just to being able to contribute to the win in a positive way. So a couple of good partnerships there with various players throughout. Rishi in the second innings and Colin in the first, where we were able to sort of set up the game and get it to where we wanted. So yeah, it was a nice feeling being out there and being able to contribute.
You had some special partnerships during that win you've mentioned there with Akers and with Rishi as well. Rehan was really impressive, Chris Wright. So how pleased were you to bat with those kind of guys and to get to know them out in the middle as well as seeing their techniques?
Yeah, it's good to bat with quite a few players sort of in the first game, because get an understanding of how they go about it and sort of where they score and what bowlers they match up to nicely. So yeah, got a good feel for it, and it was great batting with them. Rehan's obviously a talent and was very different to bat with than Colin, but both partnerships were awesome and a lot of fun to be out there and do it.
I think Rishi mentioned that you were part of the guys at T that had like a formulation to say how we were going to go about that chase. Did you feel that sense of seniority in the changing room from day one?
Not really, no. I think the change room was actually pretty good at having those conversations quite naturally, whether you were a young player or an experienced player. I think those conversations were happening whether I was going to be there or not. So, but yeah, it was nice to chat about it, sort of get an understanding of where we're sitting in the day and how we're going to go about it. So sort of broke it down into a few different passages of play and then looked at it as a one-day game and it all kind of worked out perfectly in the end.
Of course, all that was on the back of landing, I think, on Sunday night and coming straight into training Monday morning. How did you find that?
Not too bad. Yeah, I was just trying to stay on my feet that first day when you get into England. So trained Monday morning, got around the boys, got welcomed in. It was a lovely group to be a part of, and played a bit of golf that afternoon to make sure I didn't fall asleep too early, and got myself on time pretty quickly. So that was nice.
I think I'm right in saying that your last 3 knocks now have come in 3 different countries, 3 different teams, 3 different continents, with you being with the Australian team and then obviously with Victoria as well. Was that a challenge for you, or was it made slightly easier by the fact you've got a bit of knowledge of English conditions from your past experiences here?
I mean, coming back to England is always a different challenge, and then especially going from India to Australia and then to England. But that's part of the cricketing world now. You need to be able to adapt really quickly, depending on the conditions you go to. So I was lucky that I'd been here a fair few times, and I was able to draw on those experiences and sort of understand what I could and couldn't do in that first game. So yeah, it's nice to have that experience over here.
And obviously there are Ashes and World Test Championship places to play for, but also winning games for Leicestershire. Did you see that hunger from the guys, desperate to right the wrongs of our Red Bull story from last season?
I think there's a good drive in the team. Definitely I didn't see much last year of Leicester, but just being around the group now for sort of a week, 2 weeks, get a feel that they really want to play positive cricket and they want to take the game on and try and win, as much as possible. And I think we saw that last week with Yorkshire, that there were probably a couple of opportunities where we could have shut up shop and just gone for the draw on that last day, but to keep going for it and chase 380 is a good sign of what this team can do.
And looking ahead to Derbyshire, is that the message then you think the team will be endorsing, that to play that positive brand of cricket throughout the season and take that into this next game?
Absolutely, yeah. I think if we can stay positive with both bat and ball, look to take wickets with the ball, but bowling to our areas, making sure that the bowlers are bowling to their plans and making sure it's their strengths, and then same goes with the bat. Staying nice and calm out there and understanding where each batter's scoring zones are and then what balls to defend and leave alone. So I think if we can focus a lot on us and what we're trying to do, then hopefully those results take care of themselves.
And just finally, obviously, it'll be your first home game at Upton Steel County Ground. We've obviously tried to make this a fortress this summer. Are you looking forward to playing here and hoping to get positive results from the off?
Absolutely, yeah. It's always nice to be at the home ground, especially coming from Yorkshire, where the away supporters can be quite ruthless. But no, it's going to be good to get out here. The wicket looks quite nice. It is a lovely ground, so it'd be nice to have a few supporters behind our backs.